Welcome to the Capital Gains Tax Solutions Podcast, where we believe most high net worth individuals and those who help them struggle with clarifying their capital gains tax deferral options. Not having a clear plan is the enemy, and using a proven tax deferral strategy, such as the Deferred Sales Trust, is the best way to grow your wealth and also your business. If you're a financial advisor, we have a special episode today focusing on business professionals and in particular financial advisors. I'm your host, Brett Swarts. In each episode, I'm joined by some of the best financial independents and passive income wealth advisors in the world, where they share their ideas, deal stories, and inspiration, so together we can make complex tax deferral strategies simple and passive income plans achievable. So our next guest is a frequent flyer. He's here quite a bit, and rightly so, because he's the co-founder of the Deferred Sales Trust, my mentor, my business partner, and really changing the way every financial advisor approaches their business. We've talked on the show a lot about individuals and how they can defer capital gains tax, but maybe you're listening or you know someone who's a financial advisor or a business professional. And let's face it, the business professional world is being challenged in a lot of ways. There's automation, and they're being challenged with robo advisors. They're being challenged with technology taking over the value proposition of each individual. And business professionals are looking for solutions. So as a part of that, with the vision of Robert Binkley and Campbell Law over 20 years ago, they set out on a mission to help grow business, not only for themselves, but for others, because they realized that, hey, look, there's too much need out there. And we're going to dive into that right now with Robert Binkley. So, hey, Robert, welcome to the show. Glad to have you back.
Thanks, Brett. Good to be here. Hope everybody's staying safe, and hopefully we can get through all this. It's a big challenge to everybody right now, and this coronavirus. So we're hoping all of our members, friends, family are all doing well in this.
Absolutely. And as a part of that context, individuals and clients are looking for solutions to their challenges with wealth. But taking a shift today for the show, we're focusing on the business professional and how they can actually help, that individual and grow their business. And so, so maybe speak to your story, Bob, and your a little bit of your journey. And then I will also tell my journey as well about how the Deferred Sales Trust tool and working as a team with EPT and the law firm has really changed everything for us when it comes to adding value and growing our business.
Yeah, so 21 years ago, I got the idea of tax deferral is going to be a great strategy as time goes on, because everybody's building wealth, and at some point in time, they're going to want to get diversification, get liquidity, and have tax deferral. So, Todd Campbell and myself, Campbell Law, we got together and discussed the idea of helping people, knowing that if we build it, they will come. And my goal was to not only build it for myself, but to build it for advisors and insurance professionals across the country, and teach them how they can open up this opportunity to gather assets. Now, when I first started, there wasn't a lot of capital gains. There was just people that were interested, but we did find cases. And then obviously it got better and better all the way up until 2006, 2007, where we saw a lot of highly appreciated assets, and then people blew up in 2008. So we had a little bit of a lull, but we still had people that had gains. So it's kind of very similar to what's going on now with the coronavirus. Again, still a lot of wealth out there, still a lot of highly appreciated company stocks. A lot of people in bonds that have made a lot of money. A lot of people have highly appreciated real estate, business sales, all sorts of things still that are out there that they still want to retire and defer capital gains. So again, we've gone through so many different market cycles, over the 21 years that I've been doing it, 24 years that the Campbell Law's been doing it. Again, a lot of advisors need a directional change, and this is it. And it's been great for me. Because we kind of just we didn't quit our normal business as an advisor. We didn't just like say, okay, this is all I'm going to do. I still did all the insurance planning for people. I did a lot of the asset management for people. I've done everything, every part of this business. I'm a branch manager, so I'm managing brokers. We have an RIA. So I've done this, but the best direction that I can give to a broker stockbroker, insurance professional today is to open up this door, because this is the door to the wealth transfer. And that's what's going on right now. There's a huge amount of wealth transfer, and people have built up their assets, and those are the baby boomers that are ready to retire. So this has been the greatest asset gathering tool of my career. And for a lot of people that have joined us are seeing the value of this, and they just have to get this in their head. They just don't know how big it is. And it really just, it's just an enormous market that they're not even tapping. And that's what this whole estate planning team and this whole deferred sales trust is all about.
Absolutely. And I still remember the day you came into the Marcus Millichap office in about 2009 to share the Deferred Sales Trust tool and how it could help our clients who had just lost everything and were forced into 1031 exchanges. And that really set me out on a journey of tax deferral education and adding value in a different way that most 1031 exchange companies won't tell you about, most commercial real estate brokers won't tell you about. And, it changed everything for me. I went from being a real estate broker, and I still am a real estate broker, but now I'm a full-time deferred sales trustee working with Bob here to help execute this strategy. And I can speak from experience that nothing else has opened up doors, opened up opportunities, helped me close more deals than the deferred sales trust. And it really goes down to this basic foundation that, according to the American Bankers Association, is about 17 to 20 trillion dollars that's passing from one generation to the next in the next 20 years. And this is the largest wealth transfer in the history of the world. And these baby boomers need help when they're selling these assets, and they need a solution. So I know personally, for the deals that I've closed and for different financial advisors as well as you, and bringing these deals, it's a great way to not only help the client, but absolutely a great way to grow your business. So would you walk us through just how a financial advisor, particularly given those stats, the best ones, grow their business using this tool?
Yeah. So remember, for all the advisors that are watching this presentation, the most important thing that you could do is, it's not what you make, it's what you can save for clients. That's the number one, because everybody says, oh, I could make a lot of money for you, but that's not it's pie in the sky, and everybody says that. So you're competing against every big financial institution. And why would they want to pick you? So why they would want to pick you in our scenario is because you could defer capital gains where nobody else can do that. And the answer is, ask the question why, is because we have a proprietary structure called the Deferred Sales Trust. That's our structure. We created it. A lot of tax attorneys don't know about it, or they do know about it, but they don't know how to do it. But our tax team works for you to make that happen. And again, our goal is to have you get on and join the estate planning team, so that you can market this to every client that you have, every professional, business broker, real estate professional, CPA, attorney. Everyone's going to know about this, and they are right now. I mean, I think we have like 16 million hits on our website with a Deferred Sales Trust. I mean, that's an enormous amount of hits. People are seeing us, and people are calling us, and we want them to call you. Now, what I kind of associate this, because I live in Dana Point, California. I'm looking down on the ocean, and I can see the harbor, and I see a lot of boats. So I want to kind of give you the scenario of a fisherman. If you were to get on a boat, and it was your boat, and you went out fishing, you had one pole, you'd catch a certain amount of fish, or you'd not catch any fish. But how would you like to get every boat in the harbor going out and fishing for you? I repeat, how would you like to get every boat in the harbor to go out and fish for you every day? And you could actually have your boat stay at home and catch the fish. Now, it sounds pretty powerful, and it is, because think of all these real estate agents. Think of all the business brokers that are out there. There's thousands of them, and those are your fishing boats. Every day they go out and they're fishing, but they have one pole that they've been using on that fishing boat, and that's called Business Brokerage 101 or Real Estate Brokerage 101. What you want to do is you want to add your fishing pole to their boat and say, listen, you guys go out fishing every day. Let me give you my fishing pole. It's called the Deferred Sales Trust, and I want to add that to your boat, and I want you to try it. I want you to add that to your fishing experience. Now, what's going to happen is every one of those boats go out fishing for themselves every day, but you're going to add your fishing pole, your line, your reel, your bait. And that's what we bring to the table as a website that's called the Deferred Sales Trust. And that's the fishing pole. We bring all the materials, all the information, we give it to them for free. So they go out every day and try that. And what they're going to do is you're going to try to get those boats that go out every day to actually lead with that pole. Drop that pole in the water first and see what kind of fish that they catch. And what's amazing is those fish grab that pole quickly. And the reason why I want to associate that with fishing is because it's just pretty normal. People fish with what they normally have. They're brought tools, they learn about it, they go out every day to try to find clients. And I look at those are kind of like you get small fish, big fish. That's kind of what I look at. Same thing here. We're going to try to get these agents to go to work for you as a EPT member. So you are really going to go out every day on your own and try to find clients with our materials. But your goal is not just to do it all yourself, because that's not the power that's not power. It's just, you're going to find your clients, and then you're going to run out of clients, if that makes sense, Brett. So you want to go get fishing boats working for you, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. And let me speak to that, and then we'll dive into a little bit more of how to partner and how to educate your outer team and be able to really enhance this. And it's the idea of, but I just want to reiterate kind of what you just said. So it's the idea of this red ocean versus the blue ocean too. So not only are these boats going out into the harbor, but a lot of those boats that have been going out for a long time are all in the red ocean. What does that mean? That's where the sharks are, and that's where the blood's in the water. Meaning they're all trying to do the same thing and sell in the same way and offer the same solution to the problems. But a lot of them aren't looking at the most major problem, which is capital gains tax, right? Which is probably the largest expense in your client's, probably lifetime, of the largest transaction they may be doing, right? Because the Deferred Sales Trust works for highly appreciated primary homes, businesses, commercial real estate, all different types of asset types. And a lot of people are just, fishing in that red. They're not even touching this. They're not even looking at it. I mean, they may have offered a CRT. They may have offered a Delaware statutory trust. They may have offered a 1031, but there's a lot of issues, challenges with that. And that's kind of for a different episode. But the point is, they're all fishing not only in the same ocean, but it's a red ocean. There's blood in the water. And what we found with the Deferred Sales Trust is you move over to a blue ocean. And where's the blue ocean? Well, it's wide open. It's wide open because it's clear, right? There's not blood in the water. And not only that, but those fishing boats start to go to a place where there's a lot more fish and there's a lot more opportunity. And the analogy I know Bob's used in the past is sort of like there's a big old building. Imagine a big old building in New York, and it's the best building on the best location. And the owner of that building is on the very top floor. And everyone else is sitting in the lobby, and they're trying to get to that top floor. They're trying to get access or an opportunity to present their solution or their value to that person to win that business. And they see you walk in with the Deferred Sales Trust, and it's like the Deferred Sales Trust gives you that key card to go all the way top to the elevator and meet with that owner of that building. And everyone else is wondering, how did he get there, right? Or how does she get there? And the answer is because they provided a solution to the problem, which is what? 30 to 50% in capital gains tax on the sale of highly appreciated assets, along with not having diversification, not having liquidity, not having debt freedom, not being able to go back into real estate when they want to, or even a really big one, which is the estate tax, which the estate tax or anything above and beyond 22 million, if you're married, it's inside your taxable estate, it's going to be hit with a 40% death tax. Same thing if you're single, but for 11 million. So the intent is to try to provide a solution to this. The Deferred Sales Trust does. You can move all of the funds outside the taxable estate with a DST plus for ultra high net worth individuals, and that saves that 40% in death tax. So when you can provide a fishing reel and a blue ocean to solve the challenges, you become more valuable and you win the business. So Bob, maybe speak to that or any thoughts on that.
Well, first of all, in our business, it's a commoditized business. Every wirehouse is doing it. Every, independent financial firms going, they're all fighting for the same thing, the rollover money, the CD money. But, the wealth of this money, the wealth of this nation is in real estate and businesses and equity. And none of these advisors are going after that. Now, what I tell advisors is the best direction is to go that direction, because you want to meet clients that never heard anything like this before. They have a lot of property. They even have a 401k. It's not huge, but it's probably something worth going after. But they hear from their bank every day, and their bank's always monitoring their money, and they probably have their money at the bank. But when we closed a very large case, and the bank was a very big bank. I don't want to name banks because it's my bank. I can't say anything bad about my bank, but they were representing the client on the financial side, and we ended up taking a very large case from that bank. And the reason why we took that case is because the bank doesn't have the DST. We took that case, and then we actually got the money from the bank that they're managing and brought that over as well, because look, they loved our story. They loved everything about us. We were providing cutting edge solutions, and we took the money from the bank. So this is not only a great asset grab for us to help clients defer capital gains, and when they sell their businesses or their real estate, we get all that assets under management, and that goes to you as the financial advisor. But we're going to get their 401k rollover. We're going to get the CD money that they have, and they're going to bring it all over to us in the insurance and all that. So my point is, if you lead with the Deferred Sales Trust, you're going to grab all that business because you're different. If you go out and say, I want your 401k, the client's going to say, you and everybody else, see you later. And you use that great story about the building. That guy or gal that owns that building, that person gets hit on every day. The commercial real estate agent that goes to him and says, I can sell your building. You know what? I've been hit on for this building. Everybody wants it. Tell me something I don't know. So, you being a former Marcus and Millichap, one of the biggest companies in the world for real estate, what's great about what we bring to the table there is the fact that I could get you up to the elevator so that you could show that client how to defer the capital gains on the sale of that building. And none of the other agents can do that. By me introducing you, so that the analogy of the fishing boat, I'm a boat, Brett, you are a farmer, Marcus and Millichap, you're a boat. I put the DST fishing pole on your boat. You go out every day to talk to those highly appreciated buildings owners, and you get up the elevator, meet them, and they become interested. Now they want to meet me. They want to meet our tax team. We do the case. We sell the real estate. You sell it. You get the listing. You close it. And the assets come to me as the financial advisor. That's what we're trying to show every financial advisor, is that they can go and team up with their own real estate agent, their real estate broker, business broker, all of you as professionals, and they go out every day, what they normally do, meet the clients that they have talked to for years and say, listen, I can show you a way to defer capital gains. I can show you how to sell this more tax efficiently. Would you be interested in learning that story? And they're going to say, oh my gosh, yes. To complete strangers, they're going to want to invite you in to actually get involved with you. So this is one of the best asset gathering tools that you could actually get, and you can meet people that have more money than you've ever dealt with, and you have no competition with a lot of these firms, because again, they don't have this structure. They don't have it because they don't know how to do it, and certainly they don't have the confidence to know how to do it. It's our tax team that does it for you. So we bring this all to you in a turnkey way that can make this really take off and grow your practice.
Yeah, let me dig into that before we talk about the how. And it's essentially, I think it's a quote by Zig Ziglar: help enough people get what they want and you can have everything you want. And so as a financial advisor, if you can help that commercial real estate broker sell that building that he couldn't sell before, because again, he was competing against 100 other agents. We're all talking the 1031. They're all talking the same thing. You get up to the top floor, you get to meet with them, you present the Deferred Sales Trust, which actually solves his problems, right? Which actually solves the things he's been looking for. Guess who's going to win the listing? You are, because you brought the value. So that's the key here. You're going to help people grow their business. They're going to get that listing with a deal that maybe wouldn't have sold. Now it sells, they get to commission. Now you get to manage the money as the financial advisor. And the same thing for the insurance professional or their CPA that you work with, or the luxury realtor. One of the biggest deals I think, Bob, that you closed is a new Newport Beach. It was a $26 million sale for a couple, who needed to sell. And it was a primary home. It didn't qualify for a 1031. And they were able to defer somewhere above around $6 million in capital gains tax above and beyond their exclusion. And that's a powerful story. And so imagine being able to empower that realtor with this strategy, and then they can go down the street and sell all of the other $20 million homes over the next 2 to 5 years, right? And help all of those other couples defer millions and millions in tax. And so that's the idea, that if you can be empowered with the strategy, but then more than that, you empower your outer team, the CPAs, the luxury realtors, the insurance professionals, the commercial real estate broker, business broker. All of a sudden, you're getting these boats to go out for you, right? And win you more business. And by the way, they're winning more business. So it's actually a win-win-win for everybody. Any thoughts on that, Bob?
Yeah, you said it right. I mean, the empowering your agents to get up the elevator to meet the person that has the building is the DST. It's the separation between what everybody else is trying to sell. You are selling something completely different by actually getting somebody that knows that person that owns the building to say, what is this deferred sales trust? I need to know more about this. Sounds very interesting. Can you have the team meet with me? I want to learn. I want my tax team. And a financial advisor, by being able to offer that service, to be able to get in there, you just met one of the wealthiest people that you've ever dealt with. They're not going to call you. They're not going to read your ad and say, come to a Ruth Chris Steakhouse or some sort of a steak dinner. They're not interested in coming for that. They're not interested in learning about Social Security seminars. They're not interested in learning about your annuity that you're going to sell and your marketing that's not working anymore. What this is all about is getting to the wealthiest people in the country that have not only money and cash in the bank, but you're approaching them in a different manner. Tax deferral, a way to defer their capital gains, a way to deal with their estate tax, asset protection. All of these things are going to get you in the door. And once you're in, they're going to like you. They're going to want to do business with you. They're going to like your solution. Now, again, this is you as an advisor having knowledge, and empowers having that knowledge and something that somebody doesn't know. And again, you're going to compete with your advisors that are out there that are trying to get your business, and we just blow them away because the advisors are going to say, oh, do a Delaware statutory trust. Why would you want to tie up your money into an asset you have no control? You're only getting 85% of your money working for you. It doesn't even make sense. The fees are ridiculous. Why do you want to do a 1031 exchange when the market's at an overvalue, the cap rates are an all-time low, illiquidity? Why wouldn't you want to do a diversified allocation into an installment or a DST plus? I mean, all of these things we can overcome and win the business for you, and you're going to be managing money. So the goal is let our team, all of us, the trustee, the tax attorney, the case manager, you, all of us work together to educate not only your client, but his or her CPA, his or her attorney, even their own financial advisors go, well, I want to manage the money, and say, no, I'm sorry, unfortunately, you can look over the allocation that we put together for your client, but we're going to manage this money because we have to keep complete arm's length away from in this case, your client, because it's really the trust, and the trust's money. We manage that, and you can kind of look over the investments. But a lot of times what will end up happening is you'll invest that money, you'll do better than their own financial advisor is doing, and you'll actually get their money as well. And some of them don't even have financial advisors, so you just kind of magically get all that business anyway. So it's such a great strategy. It's a great directional change for every advisor, insurance professional. We need life insurance. We need, all sorts of different things of ways to manage money. We have very unique ways of doing it. We want to teach you that. Our goal is to help you get these people working for you. Look, you only have so much time in the day. Only so much time in the day, and you want to spend your time with your family, your kids. So how hard do you really want to work? Let the power of the fishing boat story, I always use it because it's really true. Go out and meet 20 or 30 real estate professionals a week. That's 20 or 30 fishing boats. Those professionals need to know about this because it's going to help them grow their practice. So if you can take your fishing pole and say, listen, this is what's making me successful. Will it work for you? Yeah, because Brett, I got you up to the top to meet that person as a real estate professional. And oh, by the way, I was in the elevator with you. So I went up, and I even brought our tax attorney. We all went up. up the elevator to meet the person that owns the building. And we all work as a team to close this together. When we close, what does the real estate agent get out of this deal? He or she gets the listing, the sale. What does the advisor get? They manage all the money. What does the trustee get? You obviously know that you get your trustee fee and you actually handle the installment process. What does the tax attorney get? His one-time fee to create the trust, close the transaction, and he's off to the next deal. So we all win under this scenario. We all a team. We all work as a team. So again, getting 20 or 30 agents to work for you means you got 20 or 30 fishing boats every day going out to do what they do. Business brokers, 20 or 30 business brokers going out every day working for you. CPAs, what do they get out of this deal? They get the tax return for the trust. Do they like more tax returns? Absolutely. Can they bill on tax advice for what they do? Sure, they could send a bill to their clients. They could bill for their tax advice, and they can do the tax return for the trust. What does the attorneys get? Attorneys would like to bill for their time as either an hourly billing, or they can bill based on doing the transaction, depending on what their state bar allows. So again, they all win. Everybody wins, but the most important person that wins, you as an advisor or an insurance professional, can join the estate planning team, get on with us, and start building your network overnight. And we are going to help you do that because we are incentivized. We're your teammates. We're your partner. Our goal is to help you build that network because every day that a new fishing boat goes out, we're here to help them catch fish and take care of their family, which it all works, in a line item where it all comes right up to us. All of us work together with one common goal to help and preserve the client's wealth. That's it. Make sense, Brett?
Makes a whole lot of sense, Bob. And just as a summary, you have this large, massive amount of wealth that's transferring, the largest wealth transfer in the history of the world. These clients need help, right? They want to trade their toilets, trash, and liability from these highly appreciated assets, and yet they don't want to get hit with the 30 to 50% in capital gains tax. You can provide that solution by working alongside of us. And then second, when you start to grow your business naturally through your individual clients, you can also reach out to the business professionals in your network, right? And empower them with the strategy, and then they can grow their business, which in turn gets them working for you, gets them working with you, having their boats go out, grab and help more business there, and really fish in a blue ocean, right, versus the red ocean. And all of this so that you can grow your business and help add more value, right? And help your clients create and preserve more wealth. It's truly a win-win. It's truly an innovative strategy. But here's the cool thing. For 24 years, the trail has already been blazed. It's been blazed by Bob. It's been blazed by Campbell Law. It's been blazed by the way, thousands of professionals now across the U.S., including business brokers, financial advisors, realtors, done deals with Marcus and Millichap, Colliers, Keller Williams, different exchange companies, you name it. National law firms have reviewed it. 14 no-change IRS audits. So it's not, all of the track record's already there. And also, by the way, the tax attorneys are batting 1,000, meaning not one single issue with the IRS. So it's already been blazed. The question is, are you going to take action? Are you going to take action with this information you've been given? Are you going to take a step out and get to know us? Are you going to take a step out and join the estate planning team and join Capital Gains Tax Solutions as one of our strategic alliances so that we can empower you with that? With that, here's the offer, what we give to you. We want you to go to myept.com and we want you to click Join Now. And when you click Join Now, you have an opportunity to put your information in, as well as there's a partner code. You put Tax Solutions. That's our code here. And what does that get you? Well, that gets you an opportunity to work with me, to be on my podcast, as well as to work with Bob and the team as clients come and have all of the turnkey marketing system. There's a CRM that's going to track all of this, which gets your logo, your photo. And what's neat about it, it's a calculator where a client can go to that website of yours, your unique URL, answer about 12 or 14 questions, and that'll give a side-by-side comparison of pay the tax versus not pay the tax. The other part of that is the opportunity to have workshops, online workshops. We're in a new world of kind of everyone from home or everyone from their office, and we're doing online not only podcasts but workshops with your clients. And Bob and I can be guest speakers where we can help educate and empower you but you need to, be out there and market and get and bring in the individuals to have the presentation so they can get to know us more too. So all that being said, this is the action step. Go to myept.com, click on join now, and then enter in on the partner code tax solutions. Now, if you're not quite ready for that, that's okay too. You can go to Capital Gains Tax Solutions. You can schedule a call with us because we realize you might have some questions, and that's okay. We'll get on a call and we'll talk about it. We also have lots of referral sources as well. Financial advisors, business brokers, commercial real estate agents that you may want to talk with and hear their story. We want whatever you want as far as getting you comfortable with how to join us. So Bob, any other thoughts on how to join and how to take action?
Yeah, so we have a whole marketing team built in our company at the Estate Planning Team. So when you join, we're going to build a brochure for you with your picture on it, your logo, your bio, all that information. Not about us, it's all about you. When we talk about the fishing boat approach, I just want you to recognize that the website is your connection to your fishing boat. So when you join, you're going to get your website. Now, you'll create a username for your website. That'll be your code. When you go out and talk to real estate professionals and business brokers and CPAs and attorneys and title and escrow people, they're all going to say, wow, this is so cool. How do I work with you, Brett? And Brett, if Brett was you, Brett would say, look, go to myept.com and click on, and there'll be a little drop down, join. It'll drop down, ask you your profession, real estate professional. So you click there. Now it's going to ask you to build your site. My name is John Smith. I'm with Keller Williams. My email, my telephone number, my web address. Now I want to join. And they're going to ask for, it's going to ask for a partner code. It's going to ask for, in this case, Brett Swarts. When you join, you're going to create your own partner code. That might be, capital gains tax solution or whatever that might be. You could create one, whatever you want to make it up, but make it very simple, make it very easy. Each real estate agent wants to join, they're going to put your code. That means whenever they get a website and they go out and start marketing it, not only do they get the information that comes up from every time they market and people that are interested in DST, but it goes on up to you, on up to us, so that becomes your client. Now, fishing is real important. Bringing in a fish is very, very delicate. It takes a certain type of person to do that. So when those people get a fish on their line, it's going to notify you that somebody hit their website. We know the same thing. So Brett and myself, everybody, our tax team is going to call you, get on the phone with your real estate professional that brought that fish in. And instead of them grabbing the pole and yanking it and trying to reel it up really quickly, they're going to lose the fish, right? They're going to say, this guy doesn't know anything, or this gal doesn't know anything. We train those agents to let us get on the phone with the client. Let's all get on a phone call. Let's do a Zoom meeting, webinar, whatever. And we'll train and educate the real estate agent as we go along, because every time they're on a call and every time you're on a call, what are you doing? You're listening to the questions by the client, the answers from the tax attorney, and you're learning as we go. That is the best way to learn, is field research, field learning. Everything you're doing is listening and learning and letting us do this. So, we're 10 calls into this with 10 different clients. You become better and better and better, and your business starts to just climb and climb and climb. And same with those real estate agents. Every time they're on a call, or business broker, they're learning by doing. And so as you get more and more of those people going, instead of you having to reach and grab the pole every single time, or us having to reach and grab the pole, maybe after they've done 10 or different trips out there and they've caught fish, because of our way of doing it, they develop that style and they can actually reel the fish in and become more proficient. My point is, it's the leverage. It's getting out and getting 20, going out and getting 40, going out and getting 100 agents working for you. So what's nice about this right now is we're all kind of tied into our homes. We're not done. We have internet. The agents are calling their clients still. The social media is still going on. We're still working, but we're at home. You don't have to work from an office anymore. You can work from any part of the world. Brett, you're up in Sacramento. I don't have to be in Sacramento. I don't have to do a meeting. We could actually find a real estate agent that's in any part of the country as an advisor, and work through them. I deal with people all over the country. Yesterday, I just got a call from an advisor from Princeton, New Jersey. Great guy, really nice. He gets it so well. I just couldn't believe it. He's just like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. More importantly, he has a client that wants to sell Google stock, $3 million of Google stock. So again, just got that one. So $3 million of assets are going to go to him. He is just tickled pink about this because you start selling Google stock, everybody at Google is going to hear about it, and they're all going to want to do the same thing. So imagine that. And that advisor is going to be managing. We've already done Netflix stock. So we're doing a lot of different things. So my point is the websites will travel. The people will all surround that website and come to it, and it'll come up to you. We want you to be our partner. So that's really the goal. As Brett's sitting here right now, we're talking, we want to do the same thing. We want to get you on social media. We want to talk about your practice as a financial advisor. We want to do an interview on you. And then in addition to interview you, we want this social media to go out just as you found us. We want your information to be finding people that have highly appreciated business sales, real estate sales. Even your message could go out like this to real estate professionals and business brokers. So you don't even have to go into their office. You can find them on LinkedIn. They're everywhere. You can find them on Facebook. They're everywhere. You can find them on all social media. My point is, it's just a click of the button. And just getting your message out to people is going to resonate very well. So we encourage you to join EPT. We encourage you to learn about the DST. We encourage you to work with us so that we can help you. And I couldn't ask for a better person. Brett, you've been sensational. And you obviously get it. I mean, you worked a long time at Marcus and Millichap, but to leave that position with such a great company to go this direction, it had to be something that you had to try and test to see if it really worked. And it really did work, didn't it? It's just amazing the amount of people that need our help right now. So again,
absolutely. And let me speak to that real quick. Just in the past, 90 days, $3.1 million deal closed. That was in Cupertino for a high net worth individual who lived like about 3 miles from Apple. It was a single family home. We helped her defer about $400,000 in capital gains tax. And that financial advisor is very happy. That was his first deal out of kind of the Palo Alto area. He lives right over there. Another gentleman just sold his $1.9 million property in Sacramento. His name was Steve, long-term client of mine and now a client of Bob's. Bob's managing the money. Another one was for a married couple in Walnut Creek, California, and they sold a $2.25 million property. And same thing, Bob was able to manage the money there. And the one that just closed on Friday, that was a $7.6 million sale as an apartment complex. We actually saved a failed 1031 exchange, and that was really powerful. And this is a long-term investor. He's done 1031s changes for 30 years. And for the first time, he used the Deferred Sales Trust. And so we call it the silver tsunami is happening. Baby boomers are getting older, and they want all of these solutions. And that's just in the past 90 days. We have so much business, but really it's not about us. It's about you, but we want to give you that evidence to feel confident in what we're doing. And we want to help you grow your business and help your clients escape feeling trapped by capital gains tax forever, right? Never have to worry about it ever again. Never have to feel like they have to stay in their business, have to stay in debt, have to stay in their large house, or have to stay on their commercial real estate property. We're here to help you. Bob, by the way, played football for the 49ers, okay? And he was the center, okay? So he also played for the Utah Utes. And so, the center and the quarterback, they're the ones who basically run the whole offense, right? And, nothing moves without them. And they're running. And that's what Bob's gift is. And I can speak from experience that he just wants to work as a team. He wants to empower everyone around him. He's also going to lead the way, and he's going to charge through that initial step, right? Everyone else is kind of a half second behind the center, right? And so in the same concept, we're a few steps ahead of you. We're years ahead of you, but we're going to bring you along in the journey. We're going to train, equip, and encourage you and challenge you to grow your practice, to grow your business. And so we couldn't be more excited for you to take the next step, schedule a one-on-one conference call with us to learn more, or just go straight to the website and sign up today. Bob, any last thoughts before we let everybody go?
No, I think, again, you just got to try it. And I think once you see it, you're going to see very quickly how fast this works for you. We train you, we help you, we support you. We even do calls to get you real estate professionals, business brokers. We'll actually do those calls with you to help you kind of build your network fast. And again, we don't just get you on and say, good luck. No, we are only, only as good as you and the success that you have. So we really want to make this work. So, get in touch with us. Go to MyEPT, www.myept.com. Look at our website, which is mydstplan.com. And again, that's the website that we'll build for you. And again, our goal is to be able to give you all the web tools and all the marketing tools, and then obviously be able to allow you to get partners to work with you and give them the web tools and all the partnering codes, so that everything that they do comes up to you and up to us, so we can kind of reel the fish in for them, for you, so we can close until you guys can start doing it yourself. But again, we're always here, and we're always here to help market you. So really, thank you very much. And everybody stay safe. And again, we're looking to help you build your practice and find new ways, new directions of spending less money in marketing. I mean, I don't really have to go out and spend, $5,000 or $10,000 on a Ruth Chris dinner that everybody wants to eat our food. And that's all going to change anyway with this whole coronavirus. I mean, the restaurant business is obviously going to change, and the fact of meetings could be a lot more social media, online. And so you really have to have something that's going to reach out and grab them, and tax deferral is one of the biggest avenues. So thanks again for having me, Brett, and always a pleasure to work with you. And for the listeners here, just reach out, call us, let us help you. You need a direction, this is it. It really is a great direction.
Absolutely. And as a quick reminder, by the way, this not only works for financial advisors, it works for insurance professionals, commercial real estate brokers, real estate professionals, high-end luxury realtors. It works for commercial real estate operators and syndicators, really anyone who's interacting with high net worth individuals. So we have custom training and set up for all of those professionals. So with that, I thank you, Bob, for attending again. It's absolutely a pleasure to and an honor to work with you and help a lot of people out. And with that, I want to thank our listeners for listening to another episode of the Capital Gains Tax Solutions podcast. As always, we believe most high net worth individuals and those who help them struggle with clarifying their capital gains tax deferral options. Not having a clear plan is the enemy, and using a proven tax deferral strategy such as the Deferred Sales Trust is the best way for you to grow your wealth. Take action today. Go to myept.com, sign up, use Tax Solutions as the partner code, and or go to capitalgainstaxsolutions.com to learn more and set up a one-on-one conference call to talk with me and Bob. Thanks so much for listening, and we look forward to having you share this with anyone else or connect with us here soon. Take care.